Thanos vs Gorilla Grodd is one of those matchups that looks completely one-sided until you remember what Grodd has actually accomplished. On paper, this is a cosmic warlord who's collected Infinity Stones and beaten entire teams of Avengers versus a psychic gorilla from DC Comics. But Grodd isn't just some angry ape. He's a genius-level intellect with telepathic abilities strong enough to mind control entire cities and physical strength that lets him go toe-to-toe with the Flash. Thanos brings cosmic power, tactical genius that's outsmarted abstract entities, and eternal physiology that makes him nearly unkillable. Grodd brings telepathic dominance, genius-level planning, and the kind of ambition that makes him think conquering humanity is just the warm-up. The question isn't about raw power. Thanos obviously has more. The question is whether cosmic strength matters when your opponent can potentially shut down your brain before you throw the first punch, or if Thanos' experience fighting telepaths makes mental attacks irrelevant against his fortified mind. What Thanos brings to the fight. Thanos was born on Titan as an Eternal, but his deviant syndrome made him look different from other Eternals, and led to his mother trying to kill him at birth. Growing up rejected by his own people created an obsession with death, not just killing, but death herself as a cosmic concept he fell in love with. His transformation from outcast to cosmic warlord involved studying forbidden knowledge, mastering technology that rivals any in the universe, and developing tactical thinking that operates on universal scales. The relationship with death drives everything he does, from collecting the Infinity Stones to his infamous snap that killed half of all life. His role as the Mad Titan involves treating the universe as his personal project, genuinely believing that mass murder serves a greater purpose of universal balance. Key events include acquiring the Infinity Gauntlet, defeating the Avengers multiple times, and outsmarting cosmic entities like Galactus through superior planning rather than just raw power. Thanos' abilities without the Infinity Gauntlet still put him in the cosmic tier. His eternal physiology provides strength that rivals the Hulk, letting him punch through planets and overpower beings like Thor in direct combat. Durability allows survival in deep space, tanking attacks from cosmic entities, and continuing to fight after damage that would vaporize normal matter. Energy projection includes molecular manipulation, matter transmutation, and force blasts that operate on planetary scales. His genius-level intelligence has created technology that can harm abstract entities and strategies that have fooled beings with cosmic awareness. Telepathic resistance comes from mental disciplines developed specifically to fight psychic opponents. He's resisted mental attacks from powerful telepaths through sheer willpower and mental fortification. Speed and reflexes allow him to track faster than light opponents, while his tactical processing handles multiple combat variables simultaneously. The key advantage is experience fighting every type of cosmic threat imaginable, from reality warpers to abstract concepts, giving him frameworks for countering abilities that operate outside normal physics. Thanos' strategy against telepathic opponents involves immediate physical assault to disrupt concentration, while his mental defenses resist psychic intrusion. His experience fighting powerful telepaths taught him that mental attacks require focus and time to fully implement, creating windows for physical interruption. The tactical approach focuses on identifying opponent weaknesses through systematic testing while maintaining pressure that prevents complex strategy implementation. Environmental destruction serves tactical purposes by eliminating resources and limiting opponent options. His greatest asset is treating every fight as a problem to be solved through superior intelligence, rather than just overwhelming force. Psychological warfare includes projecting absolute confidence while identifying emotional vulnerabilities to exploit. The limitation is that his elaborate planning sometimes creates overcomplicated approaches when direct solutions would work better, and his obsession with proving intellectual superiority can lead to unnecessary risks. How Gorilla Grodd controls the field. Grodd was born in Gorilla City, a hidden African civilization where gorillas evolved human-level intelligence and developed advanced technology. His origin involves exposure to a meteor that granted him telepathic abilities far beyond other gorillas in his society. The transformation from scientist to conqueror came from his belief that gorillas deserve to rule over humans rather than hiding in secret. His exile from Gorilla City happened after multiple attempts to seize power and use his people's technology for world domination. The relationship with the Flash and other heroes represents his consistent underestimation of human determination and teamwork. His role as a supervillain mastermind involves treating telepathy as the ultimate weapon. Why fight physically when you can make enemies destroy themselves? Key events include taking control of entire cities through mass mind control, leading the secret society of super-villains, and repeatedly coming close to world domination before hero intervention stopped him. Grodd's telepathic abilities operate on levels that most people don't fully appreciate, because they focus on his gorilla appearance rather than his mental powers. His mind control can affect thousands of people simultaneously, rewriting their thoughts, memories, and personalities to serve his purposes. The range extends across cities, while the precision allows surgical manipulation of individual neurons or wholesale personality replacement. Mental attacks include psychic blasts that cause pain, unconsciousness, or death depending on intensity. His telepathic detection reveals thoughts, plans, and emotional states, while his mental defenses protect against counter-attacks from other psychics. Physical strength matches or exceeds other gorillas despite his focus on mental abilities. He can lift several tons, move at superhuman speeds, and take damage that would kill normal humans. His genius-level intelligence combines with access to Gorilla City technology for weapons and devices that enhance his natural abilities. The tactical advantage lies in fighting battles before physical combat begins through mental domination that turns enemies into allies, or simply shuts down their will to resist. GRODD's strategy against physically superior opponents focuses on mental domination before they realize the fight has started. His opening move involves immediate telepathic assault designed to seize control of enemy minds or at minimum disrupt their ability to think clearly and fight effectively. The psychological warfare includes exploiting fears, desires, and emotional vulnerabilities to create hesitation and doubt. Environmental advantages come from preparation and planning. GRODD prefers fighting on his terms with backup plans and technological support. His experience against heroes who resist mind control taught him multiple approaches: direct mental domination, subtle influence over time, psychic pain that incapacitates without requiring full control, or simply reading thoughts to predict and counter enemy strategies. The greatest tactical asset is versatility. Telepathy provides solutions to almost any problem through the right application of mental force. The limitation is that his overconfidence in telepathic superiority sometimes blinds him to physical threats, and his need to prove gorilla superiority over humans creates emotional vulnerabilities that clever opponents can exploit. The battle. The fight begins with GRODD launching an immediate telepathic assault before Thanos can close the distance, attempting to seize control of the Mad Titan's mind through overwhelming mental force. Thanos experiences the psychic intrusion and responds with mental disciplines specifically designed to resist telepathic attacks. His willpower, fortified through decades of fighting powerful psychics, proves strong enough to slow GRODD's mental invasion. The first exchange reveals crucial information. GRODD's telepathy can affect Thanos but not instantly dominate him, while Thanos' mental resistance buys time but doesn't completely shut down the psychic assault. Thanos charges forward while fighting a mental battle on two fronts, his physical approach aimed at disrupting GRODD's concentration. GRODD responds by intensifying the telepathic attack while using his physical strength to dodge and create distance, recognizing that close combat against someone of Thanos' power level would be suicide even with mental advantages. The tactical dynamic shifts as both fighters adapt their approaches based on initial results. GRODD discovers that direct mental domination won't work quickly against Thanos' fortified mind, so he switches to psychic pain attacks designed to incapacitate rather than control. Thanos pushes through the mental assault with sheer willpower, while systematically destroying the environment to limit GRODD's mobility options and technological support. The key turning point involves GRODD's attempt to exploit Thanos' emotional obsession with death through psychological manipulation, trying to create hesitation by targeting his deepest desires and fears. Thanos recognizes the manipulation attempt and counters by embracing the mental contact, using it to trace back to GRODD's mind and learn his opponent's tactical plans. The mental battle becomes a two-way street as Thanos' experience fighting telepaths reveals techniques for turning psychic connections into vulnerabilities for the attacker. Thanos achieves victory through a combination of mental fortitude and physical superiority that overwhelms GRODD's single advantage. The decisive factor comes when Thanos accepts the psychic pain and emotional manipulation as acceptable costs while maintaining his physical assault, demonstrating that mental attacks lose effectiveness when your opponent simply doesn't care about the damage they're taking. GRODD's telepathy proves powerful enough to hurt Thanos and slow him down, but not strong enough to completely incapacitate someone whose willpower has resisted cosmic-level mental attacks. The final exchange involves Thanos reaching close quarters despite the ongoing telepathic assault and demonstrating why his physical capabilities operate on scales that telepathy can't fully compensate for. GRODD's defeat comes from facing an opponent whose mental defenses, while not impenetrable, are strong enough to buy time for his overwhelming physical advantages to decide the fight. The outcome shows that telepathic superiority has limits against opponents with both mental fortification and massive physical power advantages. Could GRODD have won with more preparation time to study Thanos' mind? Or was this always going to favor the guy whose willpower is strong enough to use Infinity Stones without being destroyed?